Hi, welcome to Yellow Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters.
Today we have with us Miss Soumya, an educator who works at Vishwa Vidyapeeth Takshashila Branch, which is located in Bengaluru. To get to know more details about the school, let's have a conversation with her. Hi, ma'am.
My name is Soumya. I am from Vishwa Vidyapeeth School. I'm very pleased to be here and I'm very excited to share how Back to Gurukula learning program in our school approaches to bring knowledge alive for our children.
So, ma'am, when you're talking about back to Gurukula or Gyanavatika, so what does it really mean in the context of your school?
Sir, as we know that our traditional Gurukula education system in our country is the strongest education system. Unfortunately, because of the British's colonization, we had a lot of Western education influence in our school system. So, Gurukula system is the strongest education system. In fact, it has a Indian roots in it. So our school always think one step ahead and always comes up with the unique learning programs to our school. So that's the reason we have Back to Gurukula learning program in our school, which is really well planned and supervised and assessed experiential learning program, I could say.
Got it, ma'am. As you were mentioning about back to Gurukula, Gyanavatika in particular, can you be a little more specific and make us understand what is the actual approach, particularly when it comes to Vishwa Vidyapeeth and its importance at Vishwa Vidyapeeth?
So here, Gyanavatika, based on the Gurukula system of education, we create a special platform for the students where they learn every concept of each subject with a lot of hands-on activities and they experience it, sir. All the topics and the concept we teach them by giving so many hands-on activities and in the middle of the nature, and they'll connect so much to the nature. So, with the nature, by doing, by experiencing, by observing, and a lot of participation, students will learn the concepts. With the learning concept, they even learn the life skills. That's the major significance of the Gurukula system of education in Gyanavatika.
Got it, ma'am. So when you're talking about hands-on activities are considered as a vital part of Gurukula learning method, can you be a
Yes.
little more specific, like what are those hands-on activities and how is it actually showing some impact on kids in a daily
Yes,
basis?
sir. So every concept of each subjects are well planned. Lot of thoughts put on the preparation of the each activity. For example, in Kannada, any one poem the teacher has to teach. So behind that, a lot of thoughts put and prepared one activity where children can, do the role play and they can dance, they can sing, and they'll experience the entire content of the poem. And so many art and craft projects, science experiments, cultural activities, environmental activities, and mathematics manipulatives like that. Every concepts are taught by giving stage for them to experience and do something and involve completely themselves into the activities and completely they learn what are the key elements of each topics.
Got it, ma'am. And what do you think are the key learning objectives of Gyanavatika program?
They learn adaptability and life skills. This is the very fundamental key element of the Gyanavatika. So, see, for example, in Gyanavatika, we take them beyond classrooms. That is a very interesting and exciting part of Gyanavatika. They'll go, out of classrooms. Like we conduct so many experiential learning tours for them. So in that, the first step, they go beyond the classroom. They'll start adapting to the situations. For example, children are they're in their safety hands of their parents or very sophisticated, well structured system of school they will be living. But now they have to move out of the classroom. So many lives, they have to completely switch on to the different situations. We travel through buses, we travel through trains, we through airplanes and different geographical landscapes we are traveling. So in such cases, they'll immediately start adapting themselves to the situations and different climatic conditions, different geographical landscapes. And see, now they once they started adapting, they learn the life skills, because like they have to carry their own bag, they have to take care of themselves, and how to manage through traveling. And now they started approaching or meeting different society or different types of people, different type of climate, everything. So every step of their journey, they start learning how to adapt to the new situations, and life skills they learn, how to manage themselves, how to be responsible in their life. So they start learning. So that is a very important element of the Gyanavatika or the Gurukul system of education in our school. Second important is they learn patriotism and service. So every concept we teach, our ultimate agenda is to instill among children is love for nation and social responsibility. So it is important, simultaneously we have to inculcate in the education. So ultimately we have to serve the society directly or indirectly, we have to contribute to the nation. Then another very important key factor about back to Gurukul is mind and physical wellness. So constantly we are on toes to maintain the holistic development of the students. In that holistic development, physical and mental progress of the student is very, very important. When we are stable, when the child is stable at his physically and mentally, only he can show the great involvement in every aspect of the life. So we more conscious about this skills development among the students. And ultimately, after all these factors, they learn how to lead a value based life. So values in the life of us is very, very important. Ultimately, from every aspect, every factors, every day what they do in the school, directly or indirectly, some values children have to learn. So they have to connect to the nature. They should be grateful that whatever they face across. So that values are directly will start stimulating the students. I'm very happy to say this. These are the elements we are constantly focusing on our Gurukula system of education.
That's great to know, ma'am. Ma'am, if you can share one particular example where a student, when joined, was very shy, and later, because of all these activities conducted outside the classroom, has created a bigger impact for that particular student.
Yes, I could say recently we had visited a place called Buddha Folklore near the Karwar. It's almost Western Ghats area. So that was a place where 1 week we spent over there, and there was no electricity at all. And that was a place completely into the nature. They have taken all our toiletry items. Nothing was used which is chemically made. In fact, they provided all herbal products in that system. And one child in that batch was very introvert, very introvert. I was observing starting from our journey, and he was not very happy to open up, or not, he was not easily mingle with the group. So I could see that boy was really interested, and he was very happy with the nature. So I see as soon as we entered that place, he started little bit open up, and he was very happy. Even he was, started mingling with his peer group. And some students are hesitant to use that herbal things, but he started educating them that the importance of this one. Then I felt he was very close to a pure nature. And with that nature connectivity, I think that child is started opening up, and I could see full involvement. He was so happy to involve in all the activities. Then I felt inside the nature, he was little bit opened up. Then the other kind of platform. So like that, every trip, sir, every experiential journey, children will open up. They'll just open up. As soon as we start our journey, they'll come out of every thoughts. They'll just opened up. I could see the real inner side of the children. I will be surprised. Oh, this was a child in the classroom. He's totally different. When I with the experiential and beyond the classrooms, the children are really different. I could see they're highly talented. All their hidden talent will start popping up.
Got it. So, ma'am, how do actually teachers assess learning through experience in particular?
So assessment is very, very important of any learning program. So we assess them by observing a lot and their participation and their behavioral changes and how much they're ready to involve and how much they're eager to accept the changes and showing involvement in the activities. However, to maintain a record, we have specially prepared report cards. They are there under certain criterias like how the participation, their creativity, their depth of knowledge, and their initiativeness to participate. So under so many criteria, so we allot the grades at the end of the year by observing everyday activities and each experiential learning, how they involve, how they participate, how they inculcate their creativity in every situations like this.
Got it. Ma'am, suppose if a particular child is not doing good at one activity, assume he or she is not doing a particular activity not so good, but still showing some interest. So how do you, as a teacher, communicate that to parent that, okay, she's not doing or he's not doing good currently with this activity, but I can see there is some interest showing towards that activity. So if we invest some time, you can see a better results. So any kind of this communication happens with parents, or what exactly is the process?
Yes, sir. See, always it's two sides has to involve parents and the teacher involvement in any child's educational development is highly, highly important. In situations, definitely we have a opportunity to contact the parents and give a clarity about what really is happening. So fortunately, every parents are really good and they'll show their 100% cooperation towards the teacher, and wherever it is required. So obviously we can help the child, whether from the parent side or the teacher side. So where little bit interest the child is showing, so it is very important we have to involve in that. So we have to create all the space for the child to show complete involve in that activity and he can complete that. So that is very, very important that we have to find out where the child is not able to complete, but he has an interest, as you told, he has an interest, but he's not able to complete it. So where the drawbacks we can find out, we can help him and we can create facilities to him to complete that activity or any task.
Got it. Ma'am, when you're talking about Gyanavatika, what do you think that sets Gyanavatika students apart from others in terms of skills and development?
So that is a drastic changes I could feel as a teacher. Every day I deal with him. So compared to other students, I could see a lot of changes with the Gyanavatika students. Their approach towards the nature is different and they're so grateful for everything. And they're curious, always they're curious, and they'll put their complete involvement in anything comes across it. Maybe activities, maybe journey, maybe social service, everything, they'll spark this curiosity and their complete involvement, I could see, sir. And I feel they're so responsible and their full package, I could see all round development among the students, I could, yeah, they're really different from others.
Got it, ma'am. Ma'am, to conclude our interview, can you also talk about how are parents reacting to this back to Gurukula approach? Are they liking it or they have any concerns as such?
The parents are really, really appreciate this back to Gurukula concept. You should see the reflection every journey of the experiential learning. We have a reflection session. We meet the parents where students exhibit their complete experience of their journey in front of the students. In fact, every parents express their gratitude. My child is so independent now. He's so independent. I feel he's become so responsible. He manages his own life now, and he's opened up so much. He's talking and he's communicating and he's listening. He has, before I used to face he was the problem, he was not listening, but now he built a patience to listen and he's become a good speaker. Like that, every parent say one change among their children. That was really so satisfaction after every journey or the activities. Children are so excited and they'll go to home with loads of excited stories of their projects, of their trekking, of their food, how the geography they experienced, how they adapted to the different situations. So like that, parents are eagerly waiting for the child to bring loads of stories to tell them. So parents are really happy. In fact, they show their gratitude. They feel very happy. Now many students, parents, ma'am, my child was like this. Now he's totally changed. He's becoming better. I'm very happy. Like that feedbacks. Always we get it from every single parent, sir.
It was great interacting with you to know about Back to Gurukula and Gyanavatika concepts in particular. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining and sharing your insights.
Thank you so
Namaste.
much. Namaste.